Hello there, and welcome aboard another episode of Rule the Waves 2 as Great Britain. Continuing where we left off. I can't speak today. Continuing where we left off from last episode, we have a significant airstrike heading off towards suspected enemy carrier forces, supporting the main Russian fleet over here to the west. Also in support of our battle cruiser force, which is currently chasing them down and engaging their cruisers. So we've got a number of Russian heavy cruisers right here facing off against our battle cruisers. It's a match of high technology versus bigger guns, heavier armor, and I think we are definitely winning that. Also helps that we have more advanced fire control as well, so I don't think that's going to be too decisive. We also have a suspicions of Russian dedicated carrier fleet over here to the north, somewhere along this general area, because we have seen several lines of strikes heading south from this area. So we've got some recon orders out, and hopefully we'll find the results of those in this episode. For now, though, let's take a quick check of our strikes and aircraft in effect. Alright, I know that there's a number of land-based aircraft out, but I'm not going to worry about those too much. We already have our cap up, so I'm not going to worry about those too much either. Let's deselect those. And I'm also not concerned about unready. So we have our strike is getting ready right now off of the Triumphant and the Manticore. Or hang on, off of the Triumphant. Looks like we've got our recon taking off from the Manticore. They shouldn't be doing that. But, well, I guess it's within their reach, so I thought I told them not to launch recon, but, oh well. Okay, in other news, we have recons out from the Iron Duke. Hopefully they'll be coming home soon. I have no idea where they are. More recons out from the carrier Gargoyle. Why do the carriers keep on launching recons? They should not be. Other than that, though, we have plenty of strike craft ready from a wide variety of different planes here. So lots of options, and hopefully, yeah, it looks like they're sending the recon off from the Manticore instead of from the group that I was originally intending it to go from, but I don't know. All right, we got a fight to deal with. Let's see, how are things going over here? Last I remember, we had, well, there's still various volleys of torpedoes heading towards the enemy ships. I'm pretty sure their invasion fleet is crushed. There will certainly not be an invasion today. I see 2 cruisers disabled and burning, so that's good signs. We've got a third one down here, also in very poor shape. And the Imperator Pavel is almost certainly sinking. I know she's taken a few torpedoes, and she's also on fire and heavily shot up. So, let's see. Is there anything else worth going on? Rodney did get a torpedo hit, which has limited her maximum speed. That said, she seems to be doing fairly well. So, hooray. And the Humongulus has some flooding. Huh. What's going on with that? Well, she did take a number of hits, so I guess that's okay. And then Juggernaut took a torpedo, and she's almost got it under control. So we appear to be doing just fine. I am going to reduce their speed, though. Give us a little bit more time to get things under control. I think I'm also going to circle Rodney around, see if we can get her to rejoin the force. Carriers heading in the right. Well, actually, do you want them going that way? Let's see. So this is the carrier force. I'm going to turn them around. I think they're actually headed that way right now due to launching or recovering aircraft, but I do want them heading north, not south. And it looks like the same is true for this group. They are also heading. Wait, no, they're headed the right direction. Okay, we're good. Yeah, we want them headed to the north so we can hopefully encounter and engage their carrier force. Okay, enough blabbing. Let's start advancing time. Oh, hang on. We have an ID here. Carrier. Alright, that means we've got them. We've got one cruiser slowed down to 10 knots. The other two are showing a decent amount of damage here. And I think now is the appropriate time to order the flotilla attack and start sending our light cruisers and destroyers in. Oh, looks like Rodney has rejoined. And in the interest of saving ammunition, I'm going to tell these guys to hold their fire for now. Because there is nothing significant that we need to worry about, except for incoming strikes. So we got dive bombers, fighters, and another strike right over here. So, yep, that is a concern right there. But I'm pretty sure we'll handle things just fine. We've got caps up, and it looks like we might even have a group already headed out. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Let's see, where are these guys going? Yeah, we're going to try and regroup overall to concentrate our concentrate our forces. Are they charging me? I do believe that carrier is charging me. Well, that's quite a bit of courage there. Okay, well, in that case, let's take these fellows. They're already at squad max. I'm going to form them into line ahead, and I'm going to send them charging after those carriers. See if we can put some of those 6-inch auto-loaders to good use. Ooh, here we go. We've got a positive ID, a Leningrad class. Ooh, nope. I don't think we're going to send our carriers in close because those things are rocking 8-inch guns. I'm not going to worry too much about these carriers, or about those cruisers. Let's shift our fire to the carriers. No, not that group. Not that group. Are you guys incapable of targeting the carriers? Let's give them one more turn. There we go. Carrier division. Yep. Shift your fire. And yes, I do want the light cruisers going in. So hopefully we can do our damage. At least start knocking some of these out. Okay, we've got the Leningrad we already saw. We've got a Kharkov class. Again with the 8-inch guns. Well, the good news is we are on the correct side of her, I think. So she shouldn't be able to shoot us. Okay, and our battleships are continuing to the north. Let's see, where are these guys going? Looks like they are moving to launch or recover. And what on earth is the Victorious doing? She's heading to regroup. Sounds good. And it looks like the main carrier fleet is heading in the correct direction. All right. I think we'll leave things for now. And I'm seeing some hits on the Kharkov. Oh yeah, look at that. We've already knocked her flight deck off. That's 3 5-inch hits on her. And some of our other ships are still knocking down their destroyers. Good news. Oh, and we're getting hits on the Leningrad, too. I'd really like to see some 16-inch hits, but I'll take 5-inch hits. That's a decent start. And we have the carrier Novosibirsk. That's probably not the correct pronunciation, but oh well. Here we go. That is a nice-looking carrier there. Plenty of 5-inch dual-purpose guns. Interesting, it's actually telling me the heavy AA factor. It doesn't usually do that. Alright, well, hang on. I'm seeing some cap action. And it looks like we are mostly doing damage to them. I'm seeing friendly shoot down, friendly damage, friendly shoots down. Okay, so we are taking a toll on these, whatever they may be and wherever. Looks like, if I had to guess, that they are somewhere up here in the north. Let's see, yep. So we've got 8 friendly Fulmar Bs. Where do we have 8? Yep, we got them right over here. Flying cap over the Glorious. Hang on, 8 and 10. Okay, so we got one of these engaging. Or hang on, no, it was these 2 engaging. And that was 8 fighters, 7 fighters. And then we shoot down 2, so it should be 5 left. Let's see, where is that? Oh, those are dive bombers. Those are torpedo bombers. That's fighters. But I'm not seeing 5 like I should be. Huh. Okay, well, let's continue our pursuit. Oh good, we are shifting our fire to the Novosibirsk. Let's hopefully we can score a few hits on her and get her burning. Let's turn for pursuit. Ooh, we're taking some hits. Hopefully our medium bombers pick a good target. They're in the right area. Oh, and it looks like the medium bombers are taking losses. They need some escorts. Oh man, that is bad. Bad, bad, bad. Let's see, how are things going over here? Looks like those escorts have been cut to pieces. I'm not seeing any other... Well, there's this group. But it looks like they haven't gone for anything yet. Well, hopefully the sacrifice of these medium bombers proves worth it. And Kukri took a hit from the cruiser. How's she doing? Still got speed available. Let's shift our fire to the heavy cruiser so we can mess up her attacks and try and make it harder. Here we go. Bowfighter medium bombers approaching enemy ships. And wow, they are still taking heavy losses. Hopefully they're able to get off their attack before they lose any more. That is a lot of shoot downs and damages. Oh, here we go. We got a 16-inch hit on the Novosibirsk. And she's got enough armor that should be arming the AP shells we're firing at her. Now I just need to do it a few more times. Enemy aircraft approaching carrier division 6. Level bomb, no hits. Yeah, no bomb hits. And they shoot down 2 of them. Oh, that's not good. And they were approaching carrier division 6, which should be part of the main carrier group. That's this one. Yep. Okay, that is fine. Dive bombers. But they'll be flying into the teeth of some serious AA if they're going to try and attack. And we do have cap up as well to try and intercept. Okay. Looks like our fight over here is overall doing pretty well. All of our lesser ships are disengaging. Capital ships look like they've got things mostly under control. Well, maybe. Juggernaut's still having issues. Okay, keep going. Oh, man. 3 aircraft destroyed by the heavy AA. And then they do some more damage, and they shoot down 2 more. I don't think these medium bombers are going home. That is very unfortunate. What the? Oh, was that a long-range torpedo? If that was an airdrop torpedo, I would be very sad. Oh, no, that was... Hang on, no, that was level bombing. That wasn't torpedoes. Okay, we're fine. That was a capital ship torpedo. Okay, here we go. We've got dive bombers going in on the Pegasus. Let's see, how bad is it? Miss, miss. 2 aircraft out of 5 down. Miss, 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 miss. But that scattered them. And then our cap engages. We lose 1. They lose 3 more. All right, and it looks like we are engaging, and that Novosibirsk is on fire. Leningrad is on fire. Kharkov is on fire. Fantastic. How are these two doing? I think we're going to turn them a little bit to open broadsides. More aircraft approaching Carrier Division 6. How are we doing? Okay. Still getting good hits there. I like that. Approaching Battle Division 8. That's what, our escorts over here? Yeah, that's the escorts over here. Yep, that's fine. Their escorts have been slaughtered. I do have a few torpedo bombers and dive bombers left, though. So hopefully our cap still has enough ammunition to carry on the fight. Because they still have to last just a little bit longer. Yep, here we go. 4 dive bombers going in. 2 destroyed, 2 more destroyed, and they can't drop because they're all destroyed. Good. Good, good, good. And we're seeing some hits on that heavy cruiser. I don't think it... Actually, heck. Chervona Ukraina. Correction, the Chervona Ukraina. This is one of those heavy cruisers that was originally a light cruiser. I had to reclassify it because there was no way I could save 900 tons off of this thing in any proper fashion. The only suitable response was to reclassify it. But that means that it was armored as a light cruiser, which means we are actually probably doing some damage to it like this, even with our own light cruisers. So let's actually see about sending them in a little bit closer so we can get more hits and do more damage. Okay, Kharkov is stopped. That's a good sign. And we're concentrating fire on the Leningrad. There we go. 5 more torpedo bombers going in. Looks like our SAMs do have some reload time, because they fired them all off last turn. And now there's only 1 SAM firing. So I guess it takes a little bit to reload those. Interesting. I'm not seeing any hits. That's a good sign. And midair, friendly damage, friendly shoot down, enemy shoot down. Overall, that ended up in our favor. And it's not great, but Ideally, I would want my team to completely destroy them with no losses of our own, but I don't know. 2 losses in exchange for 2 kills and 2 more damages. Not bad. Getting plenty of hits on that Kharkov. I don't think we need to be firing secondaries at her anymore. Oh. And it looks like we have some more land-based aircraft approaching some sort of target. There you go. That was what, the Bolton Paul Defiance, I think? There's those medium bombers heading home. Wow. They lost 18 out of 20. That is a bad, bad loss rate. Note, as soon as possible, equip these air bases with fighters so that they can provide some cover for the medium bombers, because they need some sort of escort. Hey, more hits on the Kharkov, which is already sinking. We're getting some hits on the Chervona Ukraina, which is fine by me. We'll open up our broadsides a little bit, get those stern guns to bear as well. Actually, there we go. A little bit of angle there. Get that additional protection. And, ooh. Our dive bombers just slammed a dive bomb into the carrier. Granted, it was 5 planes on the attack and only 1 hit, but you know what? Not bad. Especially because that's the one that's furthest away. Hopefully that did a fair bit of damage. And we're putting 3 more dive bombs into this fellow. I don't think she's going to get away. Not after a hit like that. I wish I knew how many planes they actually had. Kukri's taking a few hits from the cruiser, but she's overall doing just fine. How are things looking over here? Also, do we have our recons out yet? That was my other big concern. Recon from Triumphant are returning. Recons from the Manticore are flying. Okay, so they are out. Where they are, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, here we go. I'm pretty sure that's them just starting to fan out. What's going on over here? Oh, those are mines. Okay. Anything else I should be aware of? Not that I can think of. We are successfully disengaging from these groups over here, leaving broken, sinking wrecks in our wake. And I do believe we are on course for the enemy. Local time is still 8:30 in the morning. We got plenty of time to push this through to conclusion. And that is 2 carriers stopped and in trouble. And we're slamming 4 more dive bombs on the on the Leningrad here. I wish those were on the Novosibirsk, but okay, we'll take it. Looks like our battle cruisers have at least shifted their focus correctly. And let's see. Friendly cap engaging, interesting, recons. How can you shoot it down twice? Oh well, we'll take it. Keep going. 3 more dive bombers going in, and I guess they couldn't even see it underneath all the smoke and explosions, so they missed. More engagement with Cap. And I'm seeing a whole lot of friendlies shooting down and damaging enemies, which is good news. And one more dive bomb on the Novosibirsk. Outstanding. She's still moving pretty well for now, but I don't think that's going to last all that much longer. Could probably use a few more hits on this Chervona Ukraina. In fact, yeah, let's turn to open up our broadsides a little more. More enemy aircraft going up. Okay, we've got 4 torpedo bombers going in on the Collingwood. 2 destroyed, damaged. And those were torpedo bombers, so we'll see the results next turn. But overall, I think that was not terrible. Hang on. Here we go. This is what we were mostly paying attention to. Okay. Ooh. Some more hits on that Chervona Ukraina. Good. How's Dakar's? Yep, she's gone full auto now. So here we go. Firing ship turning. Why are you turning? But whatever, irrelevant. Next to the on-target and autoloader bonuses. That is pretty crazy. Put those guns to good use. And then more secondary hits on the Kharkov. 3 torpedo bombers, of which 2 are rendered useless. Well, 1 is destroyed, 2 is destroyed, and then the remaining 3, I guess, are damaged? Or is that multiple damage modifiers applied? And then our Cap engages, and we're taking on their escorts. Or no, hang on. Our escorts are taking on their Cap. Ooh. So that's a fight going on over here. Well, looks like our dive bombers should be going in again. Hopefully they go after the correct targets. Is that a battleship? That is reported as a battleship. I wonder if it actually is one. Well, I don't think things went well for them. I'm seeing 6 dive bombers going in, and a whole lot of SAM hits. My god, that is some serious damage there. No bomb hits. Alright, I think we've gone sufficiently far south with the escort group. Let's turn them back around. Actually, heck, let's turn them over this way and see if we can get them to join in with the main battle group. Get some additional cover. Hang on, we got reports of unknowns. Well, that's suspicious. Hopefully our destroyers actually recognize those threats and decide to engage. Or not. I don't think engaging would be a good plan for those. This guy could probably do it. But I don't think this fellow could. Wow, the Chelmer. That thing's been through a lot. It'd be very sad if she was to go through over 50 years of service only to end her career as an ignoble death as an escort patrolling off the coast of a foreign nation. Oh well. There we go. 3 dive bombers going after the Collingwood. And no results. Impassable is reporting low ammunition. Well, it might help if you are all properly focusing on the right ships. I don't think those two are going to matter very much. So let's try setting individual ship targets on that guy. And that guy. And come on. Yep, we'll all concentrate fire on it. Let's see, how are our cruisers doing? How's that guy doing? Looking good. Okay, let's bring these folks to the north. And I would sure love it if these other destroyers would actually, move to engage. Let's see, still seeing plenty of radar contacts. There's definitely something in the area. My bet would be somewhere in the middle of this box. But I can't prove it until we actually get over there, so, guess we should just head in that general direction and I hope that we arrive. There's some more low ammunition warnings, so I will have to keep an eye on that. And we're putting a few more 16-inch shells into her. More 16-inch shells, good. There's more. I think another few turns of this and it'll be good enough to call that Novosibirsk dead. Yep. 2 more 16-inch shells into her. I think that's good enough. Let's see if we can shift our target to... nope, not that one. That seems like a good selection. Still getting hits on these carriers, although I would prefer if they were shooting at something useful, like a cruiser or something else that would actually isn't already sinking. Oh, what is that? Okay, looks like our scouts are effectively spreading out. We should have reports on their positions shortly. Oh, Kukri has her fire control knocked out. That's not so good. And her maximum speed is limited as well. Good news is she still has a whole second fire control. Just gotta switch over to secondary director, or correction, to backup director controlling. Okay, well, moving right along. Plenty of small caliber hits on the carriers, as expected for light cruisers going very close to the enemy. Aha, there we go. There's another carrier over here. You know what? I would much be happier if you were shooting at something that matters, like the Chervona Ukraina, than on ships that are already sinking. Oh, and we're having some air combat. This time it looks like it's defensive air combat because our cap is engaging their escorts. And there is still a carrier up this way. Do we have anything in the area we can intercept with? Okay, those guys not particularly. What on earth is going on over here? You guys come this way. You guys go that way. 16, 16. You know what? Pick that up. 28 knots. Pick that up to 20, and we'll see if we can start forming our group a little bit tighter. And we carry our Kharkov, hit by a torpedo. Good. And I'm pretty sure she was already sinking, but that certainly seals the deal and speeds her fate. How are things going over here? Voroshilov taking a 5-inch hit. I don't know if that's actually going to go through, since these are relatively, well, okay, not relatively modern. They are pretty decent cruisers, though. And very well armored. Wonder how they managed that. Pretty sure this Chervona Ukraina is in trouble. We've landed quite a few hits on her. We're going to go in for a close pass, just to maintain things for a little bit, and then we'll turn north again. And just think, if I'd modified the battle time so that we could spot each other, I would have nowhere near as much time to actually run the fight, because we would have been running into sunset much, much earlier. Instead, by encountering the enemy at dawn with radar and gun range, we've been able to do so much damage to them. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see. Getting some more air combat. Looks like it's mostly going in our favor. Okay, anything else over here? Okay, I think at this point it's safe to turn our... Yep, that Chervona Ukraina is almost certainly sinking. I think it's safe to turn these fellows back north. Getting more hits on those heavy cruisers. Fantastic. Nothing too terribly decisive yet. And finally, the last boat in line reports half of her ammunition is spent. Leningrad struck by torpedo. Didn't she already? Or no, that was the Kharkov that got hit last time. Oh well, fine by me. Another hit on the Leningrad, that's fine. Anything to speed her on her way so she's no longer distracting my airstrikes. Do we have any reports yet? They should have overflown the area. Then again, they don't particularly keep track of spotting aircraft experience, so... Oh my. My brain is a little bit fried right now. I think I've been up too late. I'm going to give this a few more turns, and unless something decisive happens, I think we'll call it here. You know what? Let's turn that towards, and let's see if we can shift our fire onto the carrier there. Get some more of that stuff burnt down, And you know what? I'm also going to withdraw the flotilla attack because those destroyers have not been doing a good job. Alright, more hits on torpedo hits on the Leningrad. Fantastic. And well, whatever that was, we lost spotting on for a moment, but it's still there. Let's see, Impassable is still chugging along just fine. Ooh, we got some air combat. Cap attacks 1 recon. Okay, keep rolling, keep rolling. Can't really launch any more strikes until we actually have visual, at least some sort of visual confirmation on the enemy's position. And here we go, Ziguji class. That looks like a light aircraft carrier. And indeed, that's what it's called. 11,000 tons, 29 knots. Not bad. Light on the armor, but it is a carrier. It's not supposed to be getting into fights like this. Enemy ships approaching glorious. Who needs that? Or who was that? Oh my. It is entirely too late right now, and my brain is not working straight. So I know we're not quite at our usual episode length, but I think I'm going to have to call it here because I am just falling asleep. And that is not a good condition for an admiral to be in when we're in the middle of a fight. So I'm going to call things here, and we will pick things up tomorrow where we left off once I'm properly rested. Until then, Katori87 signing off.